What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, July 10th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone had a fantastic weekend. Jeremy Renner is recovering after breaking both of his arms on the set of Tag. The 46-year-old actor told reporters at the Carvalho Valley Film Festival press conference Friday that he's healing after fracturing his right elbow and left wrist during the stunt. Renner said of his injuries while promoting his movie Wind River, according to Variety, "That's how it goes. It's part of the job. I'm sort of a problem solver, you know. There will be an effect to it, but it won't stop me from doing things that I need to be doing. I'll heal fast. I'm doing everything I can to heal faster." Renner stars in Wind River with Elizabeth Olsen, who will reprise Wanda Maximoff, a.k.a. Scarlet Witch, in Avengers Infinity War. The pair previously co-starred in Avengers Age of Ultron and Captain America Civil War. Renner said, according to the Hollywood Reporter, getting the opportunity to work with a friend in a different capacity, diving into emotional character stuff, we were able to do more things and a little differently than with an actress I did not know very well. Renner had shared a photo on Instagram of himself wearing 2 arm braces in June, but didn't offer an explanation at the time. He captioned the photo, "Fall down 7 times, stand up 8, #fixed up, #push through." Kit Harington says there's tension to come between Jon and Sansa on Game of Thrones. The 30-year-old British actor who plays Jon Snow on the HBO series says in an interview with Entertainment Weekly that Jon and Sansa Stark, played by Sophie Turner, will struggle for power in Season 7. He told the magazine, "There's definite tension between them right from the first scene. They are the same problems. She questions his decisions and commands. He doesn't listen to her. But as far as where that goes or takes them or how dark it can get, we'll see." Season 6 left off with Jon being declared the King of the North, despite Sansa being the heir to the Winterfell. The characters still believe they are half-siblings, although fans learned last season that Jon is the son of Sansa's late aunt, Lyanna, not her late dad, Eddard. Harington said of Jon and Sansa's forthcoming clash, "It gets past sibling squabbling, it gets into two people power struggling." Turner also teased tension in July issue of Empire UK, saying she is on Team Stark, not Team Snow. The 21-year-old actress said of Sansa, "She has this newfound power, but not as much as Jon. The season is all about her struggles with that." Game of Thrones co-star Emilia Clarke, Lena Headey, and Maisie Williams, and co-stars those actresses, and will return for a 7th season on July 16th. Harington told Entertainment Weekly Jon will have more dialogue and act more confidently in the new series. The actor said, "It's nice change for me this season. He talks more, he's more sure of himself. He doesn't just know what he got to do, but he's more sure of what he's saying. Whereas before, there was always some fear and doubt." Ava DuVernay has written and directed a 5-episode drama about the 5 young men wrongfully convicted of savagely raping and beating a jogger in New York Central Park in 1989. Set to debut in 2019, the narrative series will be executive produced by DuVernay, Jeff Skoll, and Jonathan King from Participant Media, Oprah Winfrey's Harpo Films, and Jane Rosenthal and Barry Welsh from Tribeca Productions. DuVernay said in a statement Thursday, "I had an extraordinary experience working with Netflix on 13th and am overjoyed to continue this exploration of the criminal justice system as a narrative project with Cindy Hanlon and the team there. The story of the men known as the Central Park 5 has riveted me for more than 2 decades. In their journey, we witnessed 5 innocent young men of color who were met with injustice at every turn, from excoriated confessions to unjust incarceration to public calls for their execution by the man who would go on to be the President of the United States." Cindy Hanlon, the Vice President of Original Content for Netflix, says this is one of the most talked about cases of our time, and Ava's passionate vision and masterful direction will bring the human stories behind the headlines to life in the series. After powerfully reframing the public conversation about criminality and injustice in 13th, Ava now turns a new lens to a case that exposes deep flaws in our criminal system. Participant Media's Jonathan King remarked, "It is an honor to be partnering again with Ava, a uniquely tenacious and inspiring artist. The events of this shocking story continues to resonate today, and the way Ava has chosen to focus intimately on the 5 young men foregrounds the human cause of this kind of tragedy. We're looking forward to working with Netflix, Tribeca, and Harpo on this participants' first scripted episodic series. The 5 men reached a settlement with New York City for $40 million as compensation for their undeserved imprisonment in 2014. Police originally alleged that the 5 men were part of a larger gang roaming Central Park looking for potential victims when they crossed paths with investment banker Tricia Mealy, whom they viciously beat and sexually assaulted. 3 of the men admitted they were in Central Park on the night in question, with the group of teenagers responsible for at least 1 assault, but have all maintained they had nothing to do with the attack on Mealy. The victim, who was stabbed several times as well, was in a coma for 12 days after the attack and had no recollection of any details of the incident. In 2002, convicted rapist and murderer Mateus Reyes confessed he was the one who assaulted Malaya. DNA testing and other evidence confirms Reyes' claim, prompting then District Attorney Robert Morgenthau to file a motion to vacate the other men's convictions. DuVernay is best known for helming the 2014 Martin Luther King Jr. biopic Selma, as well as last year's Oscar-contending documentary 13th, which was an examination of the U.S. prison sentence. Universal Cable Productions says it has made a development deal with horror titan John Carpenter. The 69-year-old filmmaker's work includes Halloween, The Thin, and Escape from New York. Carpenter has agreed to executive produce scripted programming with UCP for the NBC Universal Cable Entertainment portfolio, as well as for external networks and streaming services, along with his producing partner Sandy King under their Storm King Productions banner, the company said in a press release Thursday. Don Osmestad, the Executive Vice President of Development at UCP, said in a statement, "John Carpenter is an incredible creator whose dark imagination has left an indelible mark in film and in our dreams. We are thrilled to have a master of horror genre join UCP." Carpenter added, "I'm excited to partner with Universal Cable Productions on this venture into television. On one hand, it's a return home to Universal, where I have fond memories, and on the other, it's a step into a future with great new creative partners in programming." UCP and Carpenter are already on the works on a series called Tales from a Halloween Night for Syfy, as well as Nightside, an adaptation of Simon R. Green's books. Angela Lansbury and Michael Gambon have signed on to star in the upcoming television adaptation of Louisa May Alcott's novel Little Women. The ensemble for the 3-part miniseries, which was written by Heidi Thomas, will also include Emily Watson, Willa Fitzgerald, Annie Eloy, Catherine Newton, and John Hyle King. Director Vanessa Caswell is scheduled to start principal photography on the project this month in Ireland. The BBC One series is a collaboration with Playground Production Company and Masterpiece on PBS. Press release noted, loved by generations worldwide, Little Women is a truly universal coming-of-age story, as relevant and engaging today as it was when it was originally published in 1868. Set against the backdrop of a country divided, the story follows the 4 sisters, Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy March, on their journey from childhood to adulthood. With the help of their mother, Marmee, while their father is away at war, the girls navigate what it means to be a young woman, from gender roles to sibling rivalry, first love, loss, and marriage. Lansbury will play the girls' wealthy Aunt March, while Gambon will play their benevolent neighbor, Mr. Lawrence. Broadway star Laura Benanti has left Supergirl after 2 seasons and will be replaced in the role of the title character's mother, Alura, by Erica Durance for season 3. Executive producer Andrew Kresberg said in a statement, "Unfortunately, Laura, who Greg Berlanti and I have worked for years, going back to Eli Stone, was unable to continue the role due to work commitments in New York. But we are so blessed that Erica has come aboard to offer her own interpretation of Kara's mother. We had tremendous success with the former Lois Lane last season with Terry Hatcher. We know Erica will continue to the proud tradition of legacy actors joining our show and create new and exciting takes on classic DC characters." Durance plays Lois Lane to Tom Welling's Clark Kent in the Superman original series Smallville, which originally aired from 2001 to 2011. Sleepy Hollow and Star Trek actor John Cho has joined Fox's horror anthology drama The Exorcist for Season 2. Cho will play Andrew Kim, a former child psychologist who runs a group home for 5 at-risk foster children on a secluded private island off the coast of Seattle, TVGuide.com reported. TVLine.com says Season 1 Catholic priest played by Alfonso Herrera, Kurt Yagarian, and Ben Daniels will be called upon to help Kim when one of the children in his care becomes possessed by a demon. Season 2 will premiere on Fox September 29th. Season 1 of the Supernatural show was set in Chicago and starred Gina Davis as the adult version of Regan McNeil. The bedeviled girl Linda Blair played in the classic 1973 film The Exorcist. Alan Ruck portrays Henry Rance, the husband of Regan. Blair changed her name to Angela, while Hannah Kosuka and Brianne Howley play the couple's daughters Casey and Catherine. When Casey begins exhibiting violent, bizarre behaviors, her mother enlists clergymen to save her, eventually giving the family a happy ending and freeing the priest up to take on a new case by the season finale. Showtime has released a trailer for the 5th and final season of its comedy episodes. The series, in which actor Matt LeBlanc plays a fictionized version of himself, will return August 20th. This week's video preview shows him trying to find the perfect project after successfully hosting a game show. Press release announcing the trailer says Thursday, several months have passed, and the game show hosted by Matt is now a runaway hit. Fortunately for Matt, this means his years as an actor are completely forgotten. Sean, played by Stephen Madigan, and Beverly, played by Tasman Gregg, are equally miserable. Sean's loathsome ex-partner is now in charge of their new series, The Opposite of Us, and Sean and Beverly must now endure his utter lack of humor or talent as they watch him slowly destroy their show. The cast also includes John Patkow, Catherine Ross Perkins, and Mirsa Monroe. Emma Stone says male co-stars have shown her support by taking pay cuts to ensure parity. The 28-year-old actress confirmed in a new issue of Out that some actors have stepped up to make sure she receives equal pay for films. Stone told the magazine, "In my career so far, I've needed my male co-stars to take a pay cut so that I may have parity with them. And that's something they do for me because they feel it's what's right and fair." She also added that's something that also is not discussed necessarily, that our getting equal pay is going to require people to selfishly say that's what's fair. Stone didn't mention any of her co-stars by name, but recently starred in La La Land, Aloha, and Birdman. She'll next play tennis star and gender equality advocate Billie Jean King in The Battle of the Sexes. The star said, "If my male co-star, who has a higher quote than me but believes what we are equal, takes a pay cut so that I can match him, that changes my quote in the future and changes my life. And this is Billie Jean's feminism, and I love it. She is equality, man, equality, equality, equality." Stone previously discussed the importance of equal pay in the November issue of Vogue. She said at the time that there is, quote, "no excuse for women to be paid less than men for equal pay." She says, "We should all be treated fairly and paid fairly. I've had paid equal to my male co-stars in the past few films, but our industry ebbs and flows in a way that's like, how much are you bringing into the box office?" She added, "What are we at nationally? 79 cents to the dollar? It's insane. There's no excuse for it anymore." Stone stars with Steve Carell in Battle of the Sexes, in which will bring to life King's famous 1973 tennis match with Bobby Riggs. The film is directed by Valerie Faris and Jonathan Dayton and opens in theaters September 22nd. Fox Business Network anchor Charles Payne has been suspended as the company investigates sexual harassment allegations made against him. Payne, who hosts Making Money, is facing allegations from a woman who has appeared on Fox Business and Fox News as a political analyst whom he had admitted to have an extramarital affair with from 2013 to 2016, the Los Angeles Times reported. Payne released a statement to the National Enquirer on Wednesday in which he apologized to his wife, children, and friends for the affair. The 56-year-old's attorney, Neil Corvo, has said his client denies having committed any acts of sexual harassment and will fight the allegations in court if a complaint is served. A spokeswoman for Fox Business said in a statement, "We take issues of this nature extremely serious and have a zero-tolerance policy for any professional misconduct. This matter is being thoroughly investigated, and we are taking all the appropriate steps to reach a resolution in a timely manner." Payne's suspension is the latest sexual harassment controversy that has rocked the company following the ousting of former chairman and CEO, the late Roger Ailes, and host Bill O'Reilly. Ben Affleck is dating Saturday Night Live producer Lindsay Shookus 3 months after his divorce from Jennifer Garner. Affleck and Shookus were together in London recently and were seen together in Manhattan on Thursday, a source who confirmed the pair were dating said to Us Weekly. The source stated they were together on the set of Justice League in London, where Ben was filming reshoots. A second insider shared with E! News, "It's more than a summer fling. They are having fun and care for each other. It's early and they're taking things slow." Affleck's new love interest comes after the Batman star filed for divorce with Garner in April after 10 years of marriage. The pair had announced in 2015 that they were splitting. Affleck and Garner shared joint legal and physical custody to their children, Violet 11, Serafina 8, and Samuel 5. In March, the 44-year-old made headlines after he entered into rehab for alcohol addiction. Following his stint, he cited his kids as an inspiration for his recovery and thanked Garner for her support. Caitlyn Jenner has been booked to guest co-host the chat show The View from July 13th to the 14th. Actress Misha Barton is also scheduled to be interviewed about her lawsuit against a former boyfriend regarding an unauthorized sex tape on July 14th. Season 20 of ABC's The View stars moderator Whoopi Goldberg and panelists Joy Behar, Paula Faris, Sarah Hines, Jedidiah Bila, and Sunny Hostin. Jenner, 67, is an Olympic runner and reality TV star who was born Bruce Jenner and publicly transitioned to Caitlyn in 2015 after fathering 6 children, including media personalities Brandon, Brody, Kendall, and Kylie Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner is also the former stepfather of celebrities Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, and Rob Kardashian. Cruel Intentions and Hellboy alum Selma Blair announced via Twitter she has joined the cast of the TV series based on the iconic 1988 movie Heathers. Blair captioned a photo of herself sporting big hair. "Do I look like stepmother Teresa? #Heathers, #Paramount TV 2018. A sly smile and short shorts while holding a cigarette. Heathers is billed as a pitch black comedy anthology set in the present day as a heroine of Veronica Sawyer deals with a very different but equally vicious group of Heathers. The cast also includes Grace Victoria Cox as Veronica, James Scully as J.D., Melanie Field as Heather Chandler, Brendan Scannell as Heather Duke, Jasmine Matthews as Heather McNamara. Original Heathers cast member Shannon Doherty is to guest star as a pivotal unnamed character in the series, which is scheduled to premiere on Paramount TV in 2018. The original movie starred Winona Ryder and Christian Slater as Veronica and J.D., teens who killed members of the popular crowd at their high school. Doherty played Heather Duke. Nicky Hilton is going to be a mom of 2. The 33-year-old heiress confirmed Thursday to Us Weekly that Hilton is pregnant and expecting her second child with husband James Rothschild. The rep told the magazine the couple are thrilled about the new addition to their family. Hilton and Rothschild, a 32-year-old bank heir, already parents to daughter Lily Grace, who turned 1 year old on Saturday. Hilton's mom, Kathy, told reporters in September that her daughter has taken to motherhood like a duck to water. The 59-year-old former actress said, according to People, "With my babies, if I wanted to go pick them up, I would just go into the room in the middle of the night, but Nikki is very much on schedule. This is nap time, this is tummy time, so I'm just kind of like, okay." She added, "I'll tell you her certain things, but she's ready up on everything." Kathy said Lily looks a lot like Hilton's elder sister, Paris Hilton. Paris gushed about becoming an aunt in an interview with Us Weekly in May 2016 prior to Lily's birth. The 36-year-old designer and DJ says she's going to be such a beautiful little girl. "I love all the dresses I've got her. There are so many beautiful dresses and little princess outfits, so I can't wait to see her in them." Peter Murgatroyd and Maxim Chemerinsky exchanged wedding vows Saturday at the Oga Castle in Long Island, New York. People magazine said Chemerinsky's brother, Val, served as best man at the ceremony, while rumor Willis was a bridesmaid. Among the guests were Tony Devellani, Sharon Burgess, Jenna Johnson, Mal DiMarco, and Candace Cameron Burr. Maxim Chemerinsky told Us Weekly, "It was everything we've ever dreamt of," and his new wife added, "and the party of the year." The couple and Dancing with the Stars castmates, who have a 6-month-old son, Shai, were also part of the weekend wedding. Jill Duggar Dillard and her husband Derek Dillard announced Saturday that they had welcomed their second child. The couple wrote on their website, "We're excited to finally announce the arrival of Samuel Scott Dillard. The newest addition to our family arrived on Saturday, July 8, 2017 at 1:02 p.m. He weighs 9 pounds 10 ounces and is 22 inches long. After 40 hours of labor, he was delivered via C-section at the hospital. Thank you for your continued prayers and support." The reality television stars are also the parents of 2-year-old son named Israel. The couple is known for their appearances on the docuseries Counting On and 19 Kids and Counting. Billie Lourd is set to inherit the estate of her mother, Star Wars icon Carrie Fisher, who died in December. People magazine cited court documents saying that the 24-year-old actress will take control of Fisher's several bank accounts, a 2016 Tesla S, a life insurance policy, jewelry, artwork, and collectibles. The home and property Carrie Fisher shared with her mother, actress Debbie Reynolds, is currently on the market for $18 million, and some of Carrie Fisher's memorabilia is headed for the auction block at the end of the summer. A portion of the proceeds of the sales are expected to go to charity. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office said last month heart disease and sleep apnea contributed to Carrie Fisher's death at the age of 60 on December 27th. An autopsy revealed she had cocaine and heroin in her system when she suffered a mid-flight medical crisis. Her 84-year-old mother had had a stroke while planning Fisher's funeral and died the next day on December 28th. Actor Shia Labeouf was arrested in Georgia for public drunkenness and disorderly conduct. Labeouf was arrested at 4 a.m. Saturday by the Savannah-Chatham Metropolitan Police Department and released on a $7,000 bail. Basically, the officer said, according to police reports, he approached a bystander and an SCMPD officer near the intersection of Barnard Street and West St. Julian Street, asking for a cigarette. While Labeouf wasn't giving a cigarette, he became disorderly, using profanities and vulgar language in front of the women and children present. He was told to leave the area and refused, becoming aggressive towards the officer. The officer then attempted to place Labeouf under arrest, but the actor ran to a nearby hotel and was arrested in the hotel lobby, where his disorderly conduct behavior continued. Labeouf was in Savannah to film The Peanut Butter Falcon, starring himself and Dakota Johnson. Labeouf was arrested earlier this year for assaulting a pro-Donald Trump protester during the actor's anti-Trump exhibit in New York City. Those charges were dropped in March. Labeouf has been arrested several times in the past and contributed an essay about his history with the law in a prison recipe cookbook titled Prison Ramadan, Prison Rama, written by Clifton Collins Jr. and Gustavo Goose Alvarez. Labeouf wrote in the 2015 book, "I've been incarcerated 5 times. The first time I was only 9 years old. It was at the Pacoma, California. I was arrested for stealing a pair of Nike Cortezes from a local shop and held for 6 hours." Donal Logue's 16-year-old transgender daughter has returned home more than a week after the Gotham actor reported her missing. Logue tweeted Saturday, "Thank you all for the love and support. We are good. Casey and I wish to thank the NYPD, FBI, at Missing Kids, and countless others." The actor's publicist confirmed to ABC News J. Lo was safely back home after vanishing in Brooklyn late last month. The New York Police Department said Jay was found in North Carolina safe and sound. Other details regarding the circumstances of the youth's disappearance were immediately publicized. The elder Lo posted numerous messages on social media since June 27th, pleading for his child to get in touch with him if she could, or for anyone who might be holding against her will to let her go. Lo tweeted Friday, "Jay, come on, you're sweet, beautiful soul. We love and miss you." Nelsan Ellis' manager announced Saturday that the True Blood and Elementary actor, who is also a playwright, has died at the age of 39. His film credits include The Soloist, The Help, and Get On Up. Emily Gerson Sains told The Hollywood Reporter Nelsan has passed away after complications with heart failure. He was a great talent, and his words and presence will be forever missed, HBO said in a statement. People magazine, "We're extremely saddened to hear the passing of Nelsan Ellis. Nelsan was a longtime member of the HBO family whose groundbreaking portrayal of Lafayette will be remembered fondly within the overall legacy of True Blood. Nelsan will be dearly missed by his fans and all of us at HBO." He was 39. Crystal Keith, the daughter of country music star Toby Keith, says she, her husband, and toddler are lucky to be alive after a horrific car crash this week. Crystal Keith said in an Instagram post Friday, "On our fourth turn, pretty horrific. Hensley, Drew, and I were on the way to watch fireworks on the 4th. A drunk driver almost took the lives of my entire family. We all survived the wreck, but it's going to take some time to heal. Keep us in your prayers. Hug your babies and spouses tight. Don't drink and drive." The message captioned a photo of the family's white SUV with the front end demolished. Crystal Keith did not say where Tuesday's collision took place, nor did she offer details regarding the injuries she and her family suffered. E-News says Keith, her husband Drew Sanbray, and their 1.5-year-old daughter live in Oklahoma. Ciara celebrating her first wedding anniversary with Russell Wilson this week by sharing a family video online. The 31-year-old singer gave fans a first glimpse of newborn daughter Sienna on Thursday while ringing in her wedding anniversary with Wilson. The video shows Ciara cradling Sienna as Wilson points out an airplane to Futures I Hear. Ciara's 3-year-old son with ex-fiancé Future. The plane was trailed by a banner reading, "Happy first year baby, yay, I heart you." Ciara captioned the clip, "Happy 1-year anniversary at Dange Russ Wilson, 1 year down, #forever grateful." She also added to a close-up of the photo of the banner, "I'm grateful to God for the love He has given me by putting you in my life. I have all that I need. Truly one of the best years of my life." Wilson, the 28-year-old quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, sent a photo from his wedding to Ciara to the Earth, Wind & Fire song Reasons. He wrote in a post that read, "1 year is amazing, forever is even better." He also captioned the picture, "Love, indescribable love, 1 year, years don't matter, however, when it's forever, at Ciara." Ciara Wilson welcomed Sienna in April. The singer dedicated a sweet message to Wilson on his first Father's Day as a dad in June. She wrote, "Since day one, you have always been there with open arms. You have always given your all. I'm so grateful for the man and father you are to our family. You're truly the best dad in the world. We love you so much." Michael Bublé's wife gave fans a glimpse of son Noah this week following his battle with cancer. Luciana Lupilato, a 30-year-old Argentinian actress, shared a photo with 3-year-old Noah and 17-month-old son Elias as the former continues to recover from the disease. She captioned the picture in Spanish, "Time stops, there's nothing like a mother's pampering, #to the moon and back, #family first." Lupilato told reporters in April that Noah was well, but had a long recovery ahead. The star said, "Thank God my son is well. When things like those that happen to us occurs, you take on life challenges. Now I value life much more than now and today." She added, "My son's recovery is a long process, as you all know, and he has to continue with checkups, but we are very happy. We are looking forward to thinking about the future, to seeing our children grow." Bublé made his first appearance since Noah's diagnosis to accept the National Arts Center Award in June. The 41-year-old Canadian singer grew emotional as he honored his family in a speech. He said, according to E! News, "My entire life has been inspired by how much my family has made me feel. My wife, my children, my parents, my sisters. There are no words to describe how I feel about you. Sometimes I love you just isn't enough." Give More Love, the 19th solo album by Ringo Starr, will be released by UME on digital and CD format September 15th, with vinyl to follow September 22nd. The synopsis reads, recorded at Ringo's home studio in Los Angeles, Give More Love has 10 new tracks featuring collaborations with friends including We're on the Road Again featuring Paul McCartney, Joe Walsh, Edgar Winter, and Steve Lockhart. Laughable, co-written and performed with Peter Frampton as well as Belmont Tench, Timothy B. Schmidt, Richard Page, and Amy Keys. Show Me the Way, co-written and performed by Steve Lockhart and with Paul McCartney. Speed of Sound, co-written with Richard Marx featuring Steve Lockhart, Peter Frampton, and Nathan East. Standing Still, co-written with Gary Bird. King of the Kingdom, including performances by Dave Stewart and Edgar Winter. Electricity, co-written by Glenn Ballard and featuring Joe Walsh and Don Was. So Wrong for So Long, co-written and performed with David Stewart. Shake It Up, co-written and performed with Gary Nicholson and including Don Was and Edgar Winter. And Give More Love, co-written by Gary Nicholson and including Timothy B. Schmidt and All-Stars Richard Page and Greg Bassinet, press release said. Starr is scheduled to start touring in the United States again in October with his All-Stars, which includes Lukather, Todd Rundgren, Greg Raleigh, and Warren Ham. The former Beatles plan to mark his 77th birthday with family, friends, and fans by engaging a massive peace and love demonstration in front of the Capitol Records Tower in London Friday afternoon. And finally, the superhero blockbuster Spider-Man Homecoming is the #1 movie in North America this weekend, earning $117 million in receipts. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in #2 is Despicable Me 3 with $34 million, followed by Baby Driver #3 with $12.8 million, Wonder Woman at #4 with $10.1 million, and Transformers: The Last Night at #5 with $6.3 million. Rounding up the top tier are Cars 3 at #6 with $5.6 million, The House at #7 with $4.8 million, The Big Sick at #8 with $3.7 million, 47 Meters Down at #9 with $2.8 million, and The Beguiled at #10 with $2.1 million. And as your entertainment report for Monday, July 10th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.